Hi, this is Daryl. This week in the shop, I'm going to make this. It is a sled for cutting segments. Up until now, I've been using the wedgie sled that I made in a video a few videos back. Not too fond of it. Getting both of these to the correct angle, even though I'm using one of these wedges I made on the CNC, it doesn't work. I mean, one of them will come out 15, or if I'm looking for 15 degrees, and the other one won't come out 15, or one will be 15 and a half, the other will be 14 and a half, which should equal out, but it makes kind of a twist in the turning. It's good for that, and I probably will be using this. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just replacing it with one I like better. Also, on this one, when I'm done cutting, these are what the wedges look like. This is what the leftover looks like. As you notice, there's a whole nother segment left there in that piece that I can't claim, because holding this over the edge like this, trying to cut it off, my finger is too close to that edge. That edge is where the blade is. I don't like that. It scares the crap out of me just thinking about it. So I end up wasting one segment for every piece of wood. I don't have a big shop. I can't cut an 8-foot piece of wood to cut all the segments out of I need. So I have to do it in smaller chunks, about 2 feet long, 18 inches, whatever. I can go up to about 4 feet, but even every 4 feet is going to net me one lost segment. So anyway, so I made this sled that I'm showing you right here to alleviate that. I haven't put the clamps on it. I'm going to put toggle clamps on it to hold the pieces down, and the measuring piece, the stop block that'll be the measuring device for the distance of each one of the segments to get them all consistent. I haven't put those on yet because I don't exactly know where they go until I cut into this thing and start cutting segments. That'll be in my next video. So first off, I need to cut out a piece of wood the right size for the new segmented sled. It's going to be 15 by 24, I believe, 15 inches by 24 inches. And then I'm going to put it on the CNC, and with a little luck and prayer, I'm going to be able to cut out the grooves I need in it and the hole for the pivot points. After that, I will have to cut a piece of wood down to size to be the guide, or the fence, as I guess it's called. And we will get that done and then put that together, and I will show you on the table saw. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to cut a piece of wood, and then I will put it on the CNC and record that. The piece of wood that I'm using is already 24 inches this way. I just need to cut off 15 inches. I have my fence set to 15 inches. I'm going to power this thing up, and I'm going to cut through it. I'm going to need a fence to put on this when I'm done. Basically, the fence will be a piece of wood like this that'll be mounted like that pivots. I'm going to cut the pivots on the CNC. But first, I'm going to cut off a piece of wood for the fence. And I'm going to cut that at 24 by 2 inches. I will get it put on the CNC, I will get it clamped down, and then I will bring you back in so you can watch it get cut. I'm going to have the dust boot in the way, so you're not going to see much, but you'll see it when it's done. Seems like it went all the way through. All right. So there it is with the two slots cut into it. The slots and the hole have to line up with three holes in this thing. Last time I was out in the shop, I started working on my new sled. This is the back side. I need to make these grooves deeper so that the foot of the bolt, which is laying around here somewhere, over there, will fit in there and it keeps it from spinning. They're oblong shaped. So I'm going to route this out. I will turn the microphone off because this thing is rather loud. You won't be able to see what I'm doing actually. I don't know of any way I can do that with this particular setup. Test. Okay. So I'm back. As you can see, there's a groove in here now. I got to make sure this will fit in there and slide all the way around. If there's not, like right there, it's a little tight, and it's a little tight there. Okay, let's check the other one. I'm going to unclamp this thing. Right in this one. This one's a little tight right there, not too bad. I think I can probably clean that up with a chisel. It's on this side that it's tight. Alright, I'm going to see if I can just chisel that to clean it up. Maybe we'll get a chisel. Alright, the hammer, chisel. Don't get used to this, I don't do a lot of hand work. Alright, so it fits there. Okay, there's the first tight spot. I think the other one was right there. Let's see if it works out. A little bit more right there. Take some more. Just right there. All right, that one's good. Now, where did we have the problem on this one? Right there is the only spot right there. Let me see that one more time. It's right there where the black pencil mark is. Okay. There's a lot of it here to do. Alright, let's try that. Perfect. That will do it. And that's all the chisel work I ever want to do. Let me put this together. It's over here. Okay. Alright, so this, I get one bolt there, one bolt there, stand it up, and two of my knobs here. At least it slides by, I don't know how that works now. Alright. So this thing goes on there. This knob goes on there. Then this knob pardon me. Alright. That one's in. And let's see if we can get this one in. Alright. So if those are right, then this other one, with the final knob or the pivot point, should go right in. That one doesn't need a groove, just in case you're asking. So there it is. You got the pivot point, you got the two knobs here, and it slides like this. And it does 0 all the way up to, I think, 16 or no. 24 segments will be up here. This one goes up way more than like 8, I think. Yeah, it'll do 8 if I remember right. The other thing I made tonight is this. It's a piece of hardwood. It fits in the slot of the table saw, and when I'm done, it will mount. Get rid of these out of the way. This will mount like this, right where that pivot point is. It will cover that one up so it doesn't really matter. So this gets glued and then screwed through the 5 screw holes that I did with countersinks in here. So I'm going to take this all apart again. And if I remember right, yeah, we're right in the groove. So now, we need some super glue and that's the right one. So the way this works is you take, this is locked down so it won't move. To the water. All right. Let's get the compressor. So you drop these in here. You take this. Make sure you have it the right direction. Sits proud now. Take your super glue, the thick, put a dab, in a couple of spots. Then you take this piece of wood, line it up with the rest of it, and you slowly lower it down onto the board. Then you press on it, and then you put something heavy on it. And in about an hour or less, I can come back out here and screw that together. So anyway, that's all there is to making this sled. And then adjusting it is just using we use this bevel guide, so if I know I want 11 and a half degrees, I just set it to 11 and a half degrees. Then I lay it on the side of the jig up against the fence. You run it up to where it needs to be, tighten the fence down, and then I test with a bunch of pieces, make sure I got it cutting the right way. The nice thing about this jig is, and I will finish it tomorrow, is that I can put toggle clamps on it, and the toggle clamps actually hold the board down and solid to the fence. So yesterday I had put my sled in the slot and glued this on. Today I'm going to get some screws and I'm going to screw it on permanently. And then we'll put this together and get it on the lathe. I had screws here somewhere. There we go. Missing a screw. So I got everything together here. Got my screws. I need to see if when I drill into this, if it's going to go all the way through, because I don't want it to go all the way through. And it's not. Okay, so we're going to set this down here, and I'm going to get you set up to watch so that it doesn't split the wood or have problems with that, I'm going to use the same centering bit I used. I'm going to just pilot hole the MDF. And we're going to dump that out so we don't have any pieces of residue in there. And we're going to get our screw gun. We're going to screw them down most of the way. Wait a minute, just make sure these don't go through. Ooh, be close. If I did everything right, it shouldn't go through. I'm going to get them started with this. And then I'm going to finish them off with a hand screwdriver. And now we're going to get, if I can find it, my hand screwdriver. Should be right here. There it is. Plug this light back in. The final one here. Nothing came through. Nope. Now, I need to get the same bit that I drilled this one through so I can go through that. Which is this one. Make sure we're off the table saw. And we got it through. All right. Now, let's put this away before I forget. Now, I need to take this bolt need to mark either side of that. I have this real small hand saw. It's called a flush trim bit. Tighten that down so it helps hold it. And we're going to cut this little chunk out. Perfect. Let me put the bolt back in. Take that loose. Should fall down in between there and it will tighten up. So now that we have that done, we can flip this back over. Nope, other way. Need washers. Put a washer on there, and that keeps it from damaging the wood. See if I get it in between the group. Yep, it's in between. Now we got to get these two put in. Two more washers. Two more knobs. And then once I set the angle, we're ready to go. Just drop this in the sled and we're smooth as butter. And no wiggle. That's what we want. So with that, the assembly, the jig is complete. I'm going to be making a project here with segments, and I need to cut some more segments for that project. I will be starting that after this video is out. Anyway, if you like this video and you like this type of content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when new videos come out. Also, don't forget that it does help me out when you subscribe, when you like. It just helps me out. I'm new at YouTube. I've been doing this a little over a year, and I'm just trying to get my subscribership up and get my channel going a little bit better than it is now. So please like and subscribe. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.